Alrighty guys, how's it going out there? Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. You guys all recognize the radio in front of you. It needs no introductions. Cobra 2000 GTL, probably one of the most well-known CB radio base stations ever made. I had a customer that's done a lot of business with me over the years, and he hit me up and asked me if I had a nice 2000 for sale, and I said, well, as a matter of fact, I've got a couple of them that I'm probably going to sell. Just haven't had time to get around to them. And this is one of them. So, of course, people have a different definitions of what they consider nice. I consider this to be a really nice 2000. It is going to have some very small issues. All of them do, unless you've had somebody completely restore one top to bottom. They've all got little, small stuff that's either could be done a little better or could be addressed. Even the one that I talk on was basically fully restored. And it's not perfect, okay? For example, the one that I talk on, if your frequency counter says 272050, you're actually on like 272053. Now, that's not a big deal to me. I don't talk on sideband, but that's just a small issue that you'll see come up with these radios. I mean, my gosh, these radios are coming up on, what are we? We're getting pretty close to 50 years old, I guess, on these Cobra 2000s. So keep that in mind when you get one. If you get one that's got a small, it's off frequency a little bit, or sideband doesn't line up with AM, that stuff can be expected. Now, things that you do want to look out for that can really hurt the value on these is if this frequency counter module is bad. And you'll know it's bad because it'll jump around crazy. It'll continually change. It may show some sort of weird frequency like 13750 or something crazy like that. You guys hear that in the background, I guess. This one's got a key up toy in it, but as you can see, this one may flash over when you initially key up, but it stays stable. It doesn't flash, jump around, jump, or anything like that. I was trying to see if we could make it flash again. So that's normal, okay? You'll see that with some 2000s. That's not anything to worry about. Clock also works on this one, which the clock, typically, if everything else fails, the clock is like the last thing to go bad. Something else that I kind of measure the value of a Cobra 2000 on is, does it have any holes drilled in the front? That is an absolute value killer to me. You can have a $400 or $500 Cobra 2000. If it's got dadgum holes drilled in the front of it, that automatically knocks off $150 for me. Now, some people don't care. It doesn't matter to them. I've had some really nice ones that have had some holes that I got some pretty good money out of. But to me, keeping one and running one for myself, if it's got extra holes and switches and crap like that sticking out the front of it, it hurts the value a little bit. That's just my opinion. More about this radio. I mean, yes, it lines up on frequency pretty good according to the counter there. Sideband is a little bit off. Looks like our mode light for AM's out. I didn't even notice that. It looks like our receive light is out. Again, these are just minor issues, okay? That's just pretty much comes with the territory on the Cobra 2000. If you're wondering about that key up toy, it's on the CB PA switch. So in PA, it pings when you key it up. In CB, it does not. Both meters do work. When it came in, one meter was stuck on it. Fortunately, we were able to get that thing unstuck. If you have a Cobra 2000, I recommend not letting it sit for long periods of time. I would power it up and talk on it at least once every couple months. If you start letting them sit for a year or so like that, a lot of times the meters will get stuck on it. And sometimes they can be unstuck, and sometimes you can tear them up trying to unstick them. On the tone control, this one has channels. Now, something's wrong with the upper channels. It won't key up, bad crystal or something, I have no idea. It's pretty much locked into that frequency on the high channels. So again, it's probably got like a bad crystal or something. But on the low channels, it actually does work. It's just off frequency a little bit. You guys can see you'd have to clarify that in on the lower channels if you talk down there. And it is an actual channel kit, I believe, because low 36 is 26915. What else? Let's go back to regular 40 here. It does not have variable power in it that I can tell. The SWR calibrate knob is in op. It's just kind of spinning around. I don't know if it's stripped out or what. RF gain works. Volume, dynamic. All the other knobs are functional on it. Just trying to be very transparent here and show him any kind of issues that it may have. Oh, the channel selector. So I don't know if somebody did this kind of like a mod, but the channel selector on these usually clicks and clunks into place. Now it seems like it just kind of slides off, kind of like a VFO. I mean, it's very smooth to turn. Now, that being said, I haven't hooked up a counter to it. It feels like this was done on purpose, though. Because, yeah, I don't think this was unintentional. But it just really smooth turns like a VFO on an HF rig. Now, that said, I don't know if it slides in between channels, because I've noticed if you don't have it clicked exactly over, like even if it says channel 20, it might be like a little bit above 20. See if we can get to do it. Yeah, so like right there it says 20, but we're not actually on 20. And you can see it kind of click into place. So again, I don't know if somebody modded it to be that way. It feels like they would have to, the way it's turning. But the trade-off of that is, if you don't have it exactly right, I guess it's not going in between channels. It just won't key up because it's not synced or whatever. But then if you get it there, hello, hello, hello. Not a big deal to me. That wouldn't really bother me any. But again, that's just something I want to show off about the radio. Both speakers work. You can use them together. You can use them separate. Whatever you want to do. If you want to put two different speakers on here, put you some driver extremes on here or something like that, you can do that as well. That's pretty much it as far as the functionality of the radio, the good, bad, the what have you. Let's dismount the camera here and do the watt meter test and wrap this thing up and see if he wants it or not. It's good to talk on it the way it is, but if you got somebody that's like a Cobra 2000 specialist, I know some of these guys, that's like what they do for a living is fix up Cobra 2000s and stuff. I mean, by all means, you could probably, you know, have some more stuff done to it, some stuff kind of brushed up on it. But let's test it out here, show you what it does. Both speakers in good shape. We're going to test it with a 50 watt slug. And this is going to be average power first. Middle scale. Feeding back to this radio in the background. That's pretty damn good. That's a 1 watt dead key. Maybe 1.5. Swinging like 12. Average. Not too shabby. What do you guys think it's going to do? I haven't tested on PEP. I'm going to say 22 watts PEP. Let's see what it does here. I was off a little bit. It's doing 23 to 24 watts PEP. That's on AM. Let's go to sideband. This is upper sideband. Hello, 1, 2, 3. 28. Lower sideband. About 25, 28, something like that. My microphone keeps falling off the table over here. What else? Receive, I guess. I mean, you guys can hear the static coming through it, but we'll key up my Cobra 90 here. Alright guys, that's it. Again, this one may be sold, maybe not sold. He was interested in one, so we'll see what he's got to say about it. If he doesn't want it, I'll list it up on the website here. I'll take some pictures and get it listed up on the website. But that's it. One of my favorites ever made. Not my very favorite Cobra radio ever made. There's one or two that are ahead of it, but one of my favorites ever made. And around here, people got like Cobra 2000 fever. I got two buddies around here that big Cobra 2000 fans as well. So actually more than that, there's 3 or 4 of them that like them. So that's it, everybody. Rooster and 10, roostercb.com. See you, bye.